I said no. Since you weren't part of our trip, why would I have specifically notified you about the change in our plans? It wasn't your trip to begin with, Mandy.
Oh no, you didn't cancel your hotel in Tokyo, did you? Oh, please tell me you didn't. Maybe I could still stay there.
Cancel a hotel? Mandy, we weren't staying in a hotel. My brother Derek lives in Tokyo. We were going to stay with him. So no, there was no hotel to cancel.
Derek? You were going to stay with your brother? I didn't even know you had a brother in Tokyo.
Yes, my brother Derek. He's lived in Tokyo for years. It made the most sense for us to stay with the family while we were there.
Well, if he lives in Tokyo, could you maybe ask Derek if he could come and pick me up from the airport? Please, I'm really stranded here. Oh, and please thank Derek for me in advance. Just let me know what time he'll be here. He speaks Japanese, right? Oh, please tell me he speaks Japanese. I don't know a word of this crazy language.
Mandy, that's not going to work. Derek isn't in Tokyo right now. He actually came to visit us here after our Tokyo trip got canceled, so his place in Tokyo is empty. And no, Mandy, there isn't anyone else I know in Tokyo well enough to ask for a huge favor like that, especially someone who speaks English.
Oh, right. He's in America, isn't he? So his place in Tokyo is empty. Perfect. Could you just ask him if I could maybe stay there for a few days, just until I figure things out?
Even if Derek were in Tokyo, which he isn't, he's made it very clear in the past that he's not comfortable letting strangers stay at his place. Especially people who tried to invite themselves on our family trip. That's a hard no. The most sensible thing for you to do right now is to try and change your return flight to an earlier date. Get yourself back home.
Oh, you know I'm terrible at that sort of thing, calling airlines and changing flights. It's so complicated. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Seriously, Mandy? You managed to book an international flight and travel all the way to Tokyo, but you can't figure out how to change a ticket? I'm finding this really hard to believe.
Well, I felt secure knowing you guys would be there. I thought we'd figure things out together once I arrived. I wouldn't have come if I knew I'd be completely alone. So, Kay, what am I supposed to do now? I'm stranded in a country where I don't speak the language, with no one I know and nowhere to stay. Oh, please, you have to help me.
I'm really sorry you're in this situation, but honestly, this isn't my problem. You made a series of assumptions and didn't bother to confirm our plans. You need to figure this out yourself.
Well, if you're not going to help, could you at least put me in touch with someone who can? You have to know someone in Tokyo who can help me.
Actually, I'm going to call Mark. He needs to know you've gone to Tokyo alone after his concerns and Timmy's anxiety. Maybe he can help you sort this mess out.
What? Why would you do that? That's the only option. I told Mark and Tim I was just going to that new art exhibit with Sarah. They can't find out I'm in Tokyo. You don't understand, Kay. I used our savings to buy these tickets. Mark would be furious if he knew I went to Tokyo after everything he said. He might even leave me. Oh, please don't tell him. Kay, please. You have to help me. Just come to Narita and pick me up. I don't know what else to do. I'm begging you.
I'm sorry, but I can't enable this. You've made a series of incredibly irresponsible decisions, and involving your husband is the right thing to do. And since it seems you need a reminder, I'm at home, Mandy, not in Tokyo. I can't just come pick you up. I'm going to call Mark.
Okay, please don't call him. You can't. Please, I'm begging you. Is there anything else, anything at all you can do?
Even if there were something else I could do, calling Mark is simply the best option. It both ensures I don't have to deal with you anymore and sets everything up for you to finally get some comeuppance for your awful behavior. Sayonara, Mandy.
Hey, no!
I did what I had to do and called Mark. He was understandably furious, but also deeply worried. Thankfully, he had a colleague in Tokyo who was able to guide a panicked Mandy through the airport and onto the next available flight home. The moment Mandy landed, Mark was there, his face red with anger. He immediately demanded she repay every single yen that she'd taken from their savings. This wasn't the first time Mandy had acted impulsively and irresponsibly with their finances, and Mark had clearly reached his breaking point. He took Timmy and went to stay with his parents, needing space and time to process everything. Mandy, in a misguided attempt to find solace, went to her own parents, but they were equally unsympathetic to her self-inflicted crisis and turned her away. So, while she waited her husband's decision whether or not to divorce her, she had no choice but to take a part-time job to start paying him back. Now, Mandy lives a lonely and difficult life in a small, sparsely furnished apartment, facing the consequences of her choices. Meanwhile, once Bill's intense work project finally wrapped up, his company gave him a special reward. Since we had to cancel our plans in order for him to work on the project, they compensated us for the cancellation fees. Not only that, they paid for our entire family to finally experience the Tokyo trip we had originally planned. It was everything we had hoped for, a stark contrast to the solitary and chaotic experience Mandy had created for herself.
Liz, good morning. How are you? Did you get the wedding invitation yet?
It's way too early for this kind of nonsense. Seriously, what the hell is wrong with you, Amanda? Why would you think sending me a wedding invitation was even remotely appropriate?
What do you mean, why? It's a wedding invitation. That's kind of the whole point, inviting you to my wedding, duh.
I can see what it is. I'm asking why you thought I'd want to receive one. Have you actually lost your mind?
What? No. Come on, it's totally normal to invite your bestie to your wedding. We've been friends since middle school, remember?
Right. It is normal to invite your best friend to your wedding, as long as that best friend's boyfriend wasn't the groom, and as long as you didn't steal him from her while they were still dating.
Are you still hung up on that? I already apologized, remember? It was ages ago. Time to move on, don't you think?
Are you seriously asking me to just get over it? I was with Dave for 4 years, Amanda. We were already talking about our wedding. And then out of nowhere, you show up, announce you're 2 months pregnant with his baby, and tell me to let him go? Then, barely a month after we break up, you send me a wedding invitation? What kind of twisted logic do you live by?
Well, I mean, the pregnancy kind of changed things, you know? I had to tell him, and he had to take responsibility. It's not like I planned it or anything. Things just happened.
Honestly, I don't care anymore if you two get married or crash and burn, but don't fool yourself into thinking I've forgiven you. I hate you, deep down, with everything I have. So do me a favor, don't send me garbage like this invitation. You don't invite the groom's ex-girlfriend to the wedding you ruined her chance at. Stop involving me in your mess.
Jeez, don't be so harsh. I know things got a little messy, but you're still my friend, aren't you? I want you to be there on my big day. I want you to see it and celebrate with me. Please, Liz.
Yeah, no, you just want me there so you can rub it in. You want to watch me squirm from the front row while you parade around in a designer dress, clutching the man who was mine. You want that smug little satisfaction. Don't act like I don't know how you operate. I've known you for over a decade. I know you.
Okay, fine. Maybe I do want to show off a little. Is that so bad? I mean, come on. Do you know how much I'm spending on this wedding? $60,000. I had to get married before my body started going downhill, so I didn't have a ton of time, but I still made it gorgeous. Dave told me I could spend whatever I wanted, so I did. We're talking a full glam wedding. Lights, fireworks, gourmet, everything. I'm gonna look like royalty, and I want you to see it. To sit there and marinate in regret.
Your taste is disgusting, and your personality even worse.
Aw, come on, be honest. It's a little satisfying, right? I mean, back in school, it was always you getting the attention. You were the one guys chased. No one looked twice at me. But guess who ended up on top? Guess who gets the happy ending?
This isn't a fairy tale. You destroyed a relationship and latched onto the wreckage.
Or maybe I was just smarter. You had him for 4 years and still didn't lock him down. Me, I swoop in, get the ring, get the baby, get the dress. Looks like brains beat beauty after all, huh? Sorry, not sorry, Liz.
You are vile.
Well, I'm just saying. You could have been the one marrying Dave, but now I am, and I'm having his child. Oops. So, the least I could do is let you see what you're missing, right? I'll even give you front row seats.
You think I'd show up to that circus? Dream on. I'll be returning the RSVP with a firm decline. Enjoy your little fairy tale, and don't you ever contact me again.
Aw, lame. You're no fun, but whatever. I'll send you the wedding photos later anyway. Bye, Liz. Enjoy your single life. I'll be off living happily ever after. Please.
What now, Amanda? Wait, isn't today your wedding day? Shouldn't you be walking down the aisle right about now? Why are you blowing up my phone?
Because this is a disaster. Please, Liz, do you have Dave's contact info? I know you do. Just give it to me.
Dave's contact info? You have it too, don't you? Why are you asking me?
Because he ran. He's gone, Liz. He said he was going to change for the second outfit and then nothing. He just disappeared. And now everything's gone. His bag, his suit, his wallet, everything. I tried calling him, texting, emailing. He blocked me on everything. Even the stuff in the groom's room is gone.
Wait, are you serious?
Dead serious. I cornered one of his supposed cousins. Turns out none of them were real. His parents, his friends, all actors. They were hired for the day. I don't even know who I married. Liz, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, that's what I figured.
What? What do you mean you figured? Are you involved in this?
Not involved, but you're the third woman this month to come yelling at my door about the same thing.
What?
Yeah, it's looking like Dave had at least 4 women on the hook, including me and you. Wouldn't be surprised if more came out of the woodwork. And guess what? He promised marriage to every one of them. Then on each wedding day he bailed, took the cash gifts, and ran. One woman said he emptied her savings account, too.
You're joking. You have to be joking.
I wish I was, but no, it's real. And I guess he told all of you that my house was his house because all of you poor girls keep showing up at my front door. It's gotten so bad, I've started packing to move.
Who cares about your stupid move? You're telling me Dave conned me? He's a literal con artist? That's marriage fraud. That's a crime. And you just sat on this?
Honestly, yeah. I didn't even realize he was cheating on me with you, or with others. He was weirdly good at hiding it. I only found out after the first girl showed up crying on my porch.
And you didn't think to tell me? If you knew he was a fraud, why didn't you stop the wedding? You could have saved me.
Excuse me? You stole my boyfriend, remember? You knew we were together, and you still went after him. So, no, I don't owe you anything. Warning you would have been like helping out a thief.
We were best friends, Liz. You could have helped me just this once.
No, we were best friends until you slept with my boyfriend and got pregnant. After that, you became someone I didn't owe a damn thing to. But hey, credit where it's due. Because you took him off my hands, I got to dodge a huge financial disaster. So, thanks for that. Really, saved me a fortune.
If you're so grateful, then why didn't you say something before I got this far? Do you have any idea what today was supposed to mean for me? The venue's in chaos. The guests are panicking. The groom is gone. I have to refund the gifts, but there aren't any. And guess who paid for everything? Me. I'm stuck with the $60,000 bill.
And that's my problem how? It's not my wedding, not my groom. I didn't scam you. Dave did.
He's your ex. That makes this your mess too. You owe me, Liz. You can pay the $60,000. You can pay it back with the money you didn't lose thanks to me.
What kind of backwards, desperate logic is that? I was never married to the guy. I didn't sign a contract or plan a ceremony or send out invites. I was just another name on his little rotation. You want me to pay your wedding debt because I dated him once? What is that? Emotional taxation?
You knew what he was. You could have stopped this. You could have told me and saved my future. No, this whole thing wouldn't have even happened if you hadn't been dating him in the first place. If you had seen through him sooner, none of us would have been dragged into this.
Amanda, let me break this down for you. You slept with my boyfriend. You got pregnant by him. Then you planned a wedding with him behind my back. And now that it all blew up in your face, you're blaming me?
Yes, because I don't know what to do. I have a baby, Liz. It's his. What do I do now? He's gone. I can't raise a kid by myself.
Then talk to your family. Find a lawyer. File a police report. He's clearly done this before. Maybe they'll catch him this time. It's going to be hard, but you're not the first woman to raise a kid alone. You'll survive.
I can't. I don't even know where to start. Just please, Liz, don't hang up. Don't leave me alone right now. I have nothing. Please help me.
I'm sorry, but this is the part where you have to face what you did too. You betrayed me, and Dave betrayed you. That's not a coincidence. That's the cost of trusting someone who lies and becoming one yourself. I wish you luck, I really do. But I can't be the person to save you.
Liz, please.
Goodbye, Amanda. After that fiasco, Amanda completely unraveled at the wedding venue. I heard it wasn't just a few tears or a quiet breakdown in the bridal suite. No, she went full meltdown mode. In front of everyone. She was screaming at people, throwing accusations, pacing back and forth in her gown like a woman possessed. The guests didn't know where to look. Some just stared in disbelief, while others tried to pretend they were suddenly very interested in their champagne glasses. And then, in the heat of it all, with her voice cracking and her makeup smudged beyond recognition, she blurted it out. She confessed, loudly, without any finesse or remorse, that she had stolen Dave from me. I wasn't even there, but the guests told me how their jaws dropped. The room went silent. One woman spilled her wine all over her dress and didn't even notice. It was that shocking. Apparently, Amanda said it like it was some sort of badge of honor, as if having snatched him away proved something. But all it did was expose her to the reality everyone else had been too polite to mention. The foundation of her relationship was nothing but lies, betrayal, and desperation. People started to leave. Some did so quietly. Others didn't bother hiding their disgust. I'm told one of her aunts called her shameless on the way out. Amanda, still in her wedding gown, tried to regain control of the situation. She grabbed the mic, laughed awkwardly, and said they'd return the wedding money to anyone who wanted it. But it was too late. The illusion had shattered, and no one was interested in playing along anymore. Eventually, she had no choice but to dismiss everyone. Guests were ushered out, and Amanda was left standing in the wreckage of her own choices. No reception, no dancing, no cake cutting, just silence, stunned family members, and a pile of unpaid bills. And those bills, they were significant. She and Dave had spent lavishly, the kind of over-the-top, Pinterest-perfect wedding that's more about appearances than meaning. Designer everything, imported flowers, and a string quartet flown in from another prefecture. A production. And now, without guests or goodwill, that dream had become a financial noose. Amanda's parents, once proud and smiling as they walked her down the aisle, were now holding emergency family meetings trying to figure out how to pay for a wedding no one enjoyed and no one wanted to remember. And Amanda, she couldn't even process the numbers. She was too busy dealing with her crumbling image, her imploding marriage, and, most critically, her pregnancy. Because yes, she was expecting. At the time, she'd believed having Dave's child would seal the deal, bind him to her permanently. A kind of twisted romantic insurance. But now, as her belly grew, so did her problems. The costs of prenatal care, hospital fees, baby supplies, it all piled on top of the wedding debt like bricks on her chest. I heard she cried in her mother's arms more than once. Cried because the fairy tale she had fought so hard for had turned into a nightmare, and there was no going back. As for Dave, his downfall came just a few weeks later. 2 months after the wedding, the police caught up with him. He was arrested, not just because of what he did to me, but because he'd done it to others, too. Multiple women had filed complaints, some about financial deception, others about emotional manipulation, and still more about things I can't even imagine. It turns out Dave had been running a long con on more than just me. He had a pattern, a history, and eventually it all caught up with him. Amanda was blindsided. She had thought she was the exception, that she had won the prize. But what she got was a man with a mask, and when that mask finally came off, all she saw was a hollow shell with nothing to give and everything to take. Their relationship devolved into a bitter legal war. Amanda filed for separation, tried to sue him for damages, and even fought to have his name removed from the child's birth certificate. Dave, of course, didn't go down quietly. He dragged her through countersuits, blamed her for manipulating him, painted himself as the victim. From what I heard, they both came out of the court proceedings looking like ghosts. The sparkle was gone, the smugness, the pride. They had consumed each other in that toxic spiral, and all that was left was the ash. Ironically, I got the smallest but sweetest slice of justice. A few weeks after his arrest, I received a small bank transfer labeled as compensation. Just enough to cover the cost of my move to a new apartment. Nothing flashy, but symbolic. It felt like the universe quietly tipping its hat to me, acknowledging the mess I had endured and giving me a clean slate. Moving wasn't easy. I had to leave behind the neighborhood I loved, the coffee shop where I knew everyone by name, the park I used to walk through with Dave when I still believed he was someone worth loving. But packing those boxes, I realized I wasn't just moving physically. I was moving on emotionally, and that, more than anything, was liberating. Now, with some distance and clarity, I can see everything for what it was. I wasn't a fool. I was someone who wanted to believe in love, someone who gave her heart to a man who didn't deserve it. I was betrayed, but I came out of it stronger, smarter, and oddly enough, more hopeful. Because if nothing else, this whole ordeal showed me exactly what I don't want in a relationship. I don't want to be lied to. I don't want drama disguised as passion. I don't want someone who sees love as a game or a transaction. I want honesty, stability, peace. And Amanda, well, I don't envy her. She has a child on the way, and she's doing it without a supportive partner or a stable foundation. I heard she moved back in with her parents, that she's been keeping a low profile, trying to avoid the stares and whispers that follow her around town. I imagine the shame still clings to her like the train of her wedding dress. But I don't hate her anymore. I used to fantasize about yelling at her, making her feel the pain she caused me, but now I just feel nothing. Maybe a hint of pity, because what she did wasn't just cruel, it was self-destructive. She hurt me, yes, but she also wrecked herself in the process. That's not power, that's desperation. Dave, he can rot for all I care. His chapter in my story is closed, locked, and buried. As for me, I'm okay. More than okay, actually. I'm rebuilding. Reclaiming who I was before all of this happened. Surrounding myself with people who actually care about me. Laughing again, trusting again. Slowly, but surely. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hey, Melissa. So, I wanted to ask you a big favor. Could you please divorce my brother already? I'm kind of sick of having to ask you.
Trust me, Stacy. I am much more sick of having to hear this same old bit from you.
Seriously, Melissa, playing the victim card, do I have to remind you that it has been 1 whole year since you married Rick, and yet no baby? What's the deal with that? Don't bother, I'll tell you what the deal is. You're infertile. You're a useless, barren, dried-up woman.
Not that it's any of your business, but Rick and I had a plan to have children. We were going to spend the first 5 years of our marriage saving up money and then start having kids.
Could you just drop the act already? You and I both know that's just your cover story. You were trying to hide the fact that you knew you couldn't have kids from Rick.
You're wrong about so many things that I genuinely don't know where to start. I guess we'll start here. It takes 2 to tango, and that includes when making a baby. Put another way, men can be infertile too, you know.
Oh, please, my perfect, amazing, handsome brother. Infertile? As if. He's practically a super stud. It's gotta be you. You're probably all dried up inside.
You have absolutely no basis for saying such vile things.
And for the millionth time, Stacy, Rick and I are divorced.
Your brother is no longer my husband, so my reproductive status is doubly none of your concern. For all you know, or frankly don't know, neither Rick nor I were ever even tested for fertility while we were married.
See, you're deflecting. You know it's true. Mommy and Daddy are practically begging for grandkids. You're such a disappointment to the whole family. If you really loved Rick, you'd just let him go find someone who can actually give them what they want. You know, Rick and I even had a promise. When he finally had a baby, I was going to be the one to really raise it for him. I know what he truly needs.
You and Rick had a promise that you would raise his child? That's incredibly disturbing, Stacy. That's not normal. That's honestly quite creepy.
Oh, don't act so shocked. We've always had a special bond. I understand him better than anyone. You probably wouldn't have even known how to properly care for his child. Now, do you see why this is so important? It's not just about Mommy and Daddy's grandkids. It's about fulfilling a promise Rick and I made.
Well, at least now I know why you've been so fixated on this. You just wanted control over Rick's future family. That is truly unsettling. Stacy, you have some serious boundary issues.
And again, for emphasis, Rick and I are divorced. Do you need me to spell it out? D-I-V-O-R-C-E-D. You are such a nasty woman. Just disappear already. Rick deserves so much better than a non-baby making machine like you.
I am not a non-baby making machine. I am a person. And my relationship with Rick ended for reasons that have nothing to do with your ridiculous accusations. And frankly, your deeply weird obsession with his future children. Please try to be respectful, even if it's the last thing you want to do. I actually have to get back to work now, as I'm working from home today.
Work? Always with the excuses. You're just trying to avoid the fact that you're still secretly in love with Rick and can't give him children. It all adds up. You're just trying to live in denial.
Stacy, I am not secretly in love with my ex-husband. We are divorced. Legally, officially, over. I have actual work I need to do now. Please try to respect that and accept reality. Goodbye.
Fine. But don't think this is over. I know the truth. You're still secretly married to him, and you're just defective. Rick will see the light eventually. You just wait. And when he does, then he's gonna divorce you. So one way or another, the marriage is over.
Wow, miracles do happen. I agree with you completely. Our marriage is over. We're divorced. Goodbye.
Hello, Melissa. It's been a while, huh? I just wanted to give you your friendly reminder to divorce my brother right now.
Stacy, for the love of all that is holy, we are divorced. This isn't some ongoing negotiation. How are you even texting me? I blocked your number a year ago for this exact nonsense.
I went through the trouble of getting a whole new phone and number just for you, you coward. And guess what? Until you magically make my brother reappear back home, I'm going to be your texting poltergeist. He hasn't said a single word to me or Mom in a year. He hasn't even come home.
Yeah, there was a reason for that, Stacy.
Oh, I'm sure there was. You probably filled his head with lies.
I don't need to lie to him to get him to cut you guys out of his life.
You must think I'm just the biggest idiot on the face of the earth, huh?
You're up there on my list, yeah.
But guess what, Melissa? I am not as dumb as you think. I found you. It took some digging, but I got your new address. So now I know exactly where you are, and that means I know where Rick is, too.
You found my new address? Stacy, that's not okay. That's a huge invasion of privacy. And no, you don't know where Rick is. Even I don't know where he's living these days. We don't talk much anymore. We're divorced, Stacy. We live separate lives.
I'll never believe that. If you were really divorced, my brother would have come home. He belongs with his family. The fact that he hasn't proves you're still holding on to him. You always were so manipulative, turning him against his own flesh and blood with your lies.
Stacy, that's not true. I never tried to turn Rick against his family. Our divorce was a mutual decision based on our own circumstances. If you want to understand why Rick hasn't come home or isn't in contact, ask Rick himself.
Talk to him? You think I haven't tried? I've tried everything. I bought a whole new phone, thinking maybe he wouldn't recognize the number. Blocked. I even made a fake profile on that Instagram thing he used to use. Blocked again.
Stacy, your level of dedication to this is borderline obsessive and honestly quite disturbing. I need you to understand again that your issues with Rick are between you and him. I have moved on. Please leave me out of it.
Oh, I'll leave you out of it when you finally spit out where my brother is. You probably don't even care that he's gone. You just wanted to isolate him because you're a cold, infertile woman. That's why he left you.
Here we go again. First off, there's no need for the personal insults. And for the record, I had some tests done after your accusations last year. I am perfectly fertile. Now, can we please get back to the fact that I don't know where Rick is, and this constant harassment needs to stop.
What did you just say? You're fertile? Are you trying to imply that my brother, that there was something wrong with him? How dare you?
No, I wasn't implying anything about Rick. I simply stated a fact about my own health because you keep bringing it up. I don't know anything about Rick's fertility, and it's none of my business anymore.
This has nothing to do with whether or not you can have babies, Melissa. This is about you taking my brother away from his family.
So the irony was lost on you there, huh? In any case, I can now say that I've agreed with you twice. My ability to have children has zero bearing on the fact that Rick and I are divorced. Once again, I do not know his current whereabouts. You are grasping at straws here.
Shut up! Just shut up with your excuses. I don't want to hear it. Just give me back my brother. Where is he?
I don't have him. He is not a possession I can simply give back.
Fine. If you won't tell me, I'll just see for myself. I'm coming over to your place on Sunday to pick him up, so you better have him there.
You have got to be kidding me. How many more ways can I say this? Stacy, you are wasting your time and your gas. Rick is not here. He has never been here. He doesn't know my address. I don't know his. Showing up on Sunday will not magically make him appear.
Oh, he'll be there. You just don't want to admit it. Make sure he has his bags packed. I'm taking him home where he belongs. All right, I'm here. Now, where's my brother? Send him out right now, or I swear I'll break down that door and rescue him myself. I know you're in there. I don't care how many times I have to ring the doorbell. I'll keep this up all day if I have to.
Allow me to save you the time and effort. I am not home. I've been hiding out since last night, since I figured you were stupid enough to show up. And, well, sure enough, here you are.
You mean you're hiding from me? You coward!
You can call it cowardice. I call it a necessary precaution. With how you've been acting, there's no telling what you might do.
Hiding where? Where are you? You probably have my brother stashed away in some secret location.
Why would I tell you where I am, Stacy? You have made it clear you intend to rescue Rick from me. Regardless of his own feelings or the reality of our divorce, your obsession is frankly terrifying.
His feelings don't matter right now. He's my brother, and you took him from us. I don't care if I scare you. You deserve it. Just tell me where you are.
Are you kidding? I'm not telling you where I am. Your behavior has escalated to the point where I genuinely feel unsafe. I spoke with Mr. Henderson, my neighbor, and explained the situation. He has been instructed to call the police immediately if he sees you near my apartment again.
Oh, I'm sure your little busybody neighbor is thrilled to get involved. He can call the cops all he wants. They won't do anything. I have a right to see my brother.
You have a right to contact Rick through appropriate channels. Harassing me is not an appropriate channel. Given your shouting and refusal to leave, I wouldn't be surprised if Henderson already made that call. In fact, I just got a text from him. He did call them. They're on their way. While we're on the subject, let me give you the real reason our marriage ended.
I already know why. You drove him away.
No, you did. Rick was sick and tired of your obsessive behavior and constant interference even before me. He told me stories about how you harassed previous girlfriends, calling them, showing up at work, spreading rumors. Your behavior with me was just more of the same. He felt overwhelmed by your divorce her attacks. And your mom's overbearing nature about our marriage didn't help. It stressed him and me constantly. Cutting off contact with you and divorcing felt like our only chance at peace. And here's the real kicker. Rick has remarried.
Remarried? Who? It's probably some gold digger you set him up with.
Actually, it's someone you know. It's Sarah.
Sarah? His Sarah? That tramp he dated before you? You're lying.
I'm not lying. They reconnected after our divorce. Apparently, absence really does make the heart grow fonder. And they're quite serious. Sarah got a job overseas, and Rick moved with her. They live abroad now. And before you ask, no, he hasn't told anyone in the family where they are. It was a deliberate decision. Sarah even sent a legal letter. If you try to contact them, she will seek a restraining order. Your parents agreed to do their part to enforce it, partially to avoid a similar legal fiasco of their own.
That witch! She had no right, and are you serious about my parents helping her? Whose side are they on?
Their side seems to be the side that isn't harassing their ex or his new wife. Rick has moved on. Completely, geographically, and emotionally.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't do that to me.
I am no longer part of his life, and I want no part of yours either.
But we're family. He can't just...
I will not provide further information about Rick, his whereabouts, or his life.
You're lying. You have to know something. He wouldn't just disappear.
You need to accept our marriage is over, and his relationship with you is between you and him, if he chooses to speak to you again.
A restraining order against his own sister? He wouldn't let her.
Rick is married to her. His priorities have changed. Now I suggest you leave before the police arrive.
No, please, Melissa, you have to help me. You're the only one who knows how to reach him. I'm not going to do that. All that I've told you today is what he explicitly gave me permission to share. Please, just give me his email address or a phone number, anything. I have to talk to him. I'm his sister. We were always so close. Please, Melissa, I'm begging you. Just one more message. Tell him I called. Tell him I need to talk to him. Please, don't do this to me. I'll never see him again, will I?
Stacy, the choices that led to this point were not mine. If you never see him again, you have no one to blame but yourself for that.
Hey, Melissa, it's Rick. Heard from Mom about everything. I just wanted to say thank you for dealing with Stacy. I know it couldn't have been easy.
Howdy, stranger. No worries, Rick. It was an experience. Glad I could finally give her some straight answers, even if she didn't want to hear them. I don't hold it against you. You had your reasons for everything.
I'm really sorry things didn't work out between us, Melissa. You didn't deserve all that drama, especially from my side of the family.
I understand, Rick. We both got caught up in a storm. It wasn't all smooth sailing for either of us. No hard feelings. I hope you're doing well.
I am. Things with Sarah are great. Life over here is different in a good way. It's been a real fresh start for both of us. She's amazing, Melissa. I'm really happy. I hope you're happy too, Melissa. You deserve it. Have you been up to anything interesting lately?
Well, aside from my unexpected guest, life's been relatively calm. Focusing on work, finally getting around to some of those hobbies I put on hold. Nothing quite as exciting as a transatlantic move, though, but I'm content.
That's good to hear, Melissa. Really glad you're finding your peace. It sounds like you're in a much better place. That's great to hear, Melissa. Listen, I gotta run. The time difference is a killer. I'm just about to get ready for work over here. It was good catching up, even briefly. Take care.
You too, Rick. Good luck with work. It was nice hearing from you. All the best to you and Sarah. 6 months passed. Despite the restraining orders, Stacy's attempts to locate Rick were relentless. In a misguided attempt to find him, she flew overseas with no clear destination in mind. Lost and running out of funds, she was forced to call her parents, who reluctantly bought her a ticket back home. Upon her return, Stacy began an affair with a married man several years her senior. Her parents remained largely unaware until his furious wife arrived at their doorstep one afternoon, her accusations echoing through the quiet suburban street. It was only then, amidst the shouting and recriminations, that the unsettling truth emerged. The man bore a striking resemblance to Rick. Her parents, finally understanding the depth of her issues, threatened to kick her out of the house if she didn't seek professional help. Stacy, defiant and unwilling to admit her problems, chose to leave instead. She now spends most of her time at the local airport, begging for money and desperately hoping that Rick will somehow return home.
Naomi, I am super tired of telling you this. You need to divorce Ethan. Like, yesterday. You are so not good enough for him. It's actually embarrassing for him. I'm going to find my baby bro someone who's, actually worthy of him. So just do everyone a favor and break up with him already. Ugh. Hello, Naomi. Are you even getting these? Divorce him now.
Whoa, Brenda. Afternoon to you too, I guess. Seriously, you're still at this? It's been 2 solid weeks of this exact same conversation, first thing in the morning. I'm impressed with your dedication, annoying as you are.
Duh, yeah, I'm serious. Are you even understanding what I'm saying? It's not rocket science. Get it together.
Yeah, I get it. Loud and clear. You want me to dump your brother. Got it.
Ugh, don't be such a smartass. That's so annoying.
I'm terribly sorry that I'm not responding to your demands to divorce my husband how you'd like me to.
If you're sorry, then do as I say. You're totally not good enough for him, okay? It's
so obvious. Okay, Brenda, if that's really how you feel, could you try maybe telling me why? Actual reasons. I'm kind of curious now. Seriously, what makes me so wrong for him? Lay it on me. I've got time.
Well, hello. You're way older than him. It's just, ew. Makes him look kind of sad, to be honest.
Huh. That's funny. Didn't you mention your husband's a bit younger than you? Well, just saying, seems a little hypocritical.
That's totally different. It's not the same thing at all. You just don't get it. And you still, work all the time. You should be home taking care of your husband. That's what wives do.
So you're not into the whole two-income thing? Ethan and I are good with it. We're a team.
No, it's just Mom and Grandma were always home. It's just the way things should be. You should try it sometime.
Yeah, but weren't their husbands pretty rich? Ethan and I are doing okay, and this works for us. You think I shouldn't have a job? That's kind of old-fashioned, don't you think?
It's not old-fashioned. It's right. You're supposed to support your husband.
I do support him, emotionally and financially. We support each other. It's a partnership.
You probably don't even make any real money anyway. You probably are just saying that to sound cool.
Actually, I make around twice what Ethan does with my freelance work.
Wait, what? Aren't you basically just doing a side gig for his company? There's no way you make more than him if that's the case. That's, impossible.
Brenda, I think I told you a million times. I don't work for them as an employee. I'm a freelance illustrator. I have my own clients.
Illustrator? So you draw, cartoons? That can't pay that much. You're probably lying.
It means I run my own business and draw for different companies. One of them happens to be Ethan's. It's a real job that pays real money.
Still, it's just, not right when the wife makes more. It's embarrassing for him. People will talk.
Let them talk. Ethan's cool with it. I'm cool with it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, right. They probably think you just, used your money to trap him because he's younger and dumb. And I can't blame them. That's basically what happened, right? You pounced on him like a total cougar. Seriously, don't you have any shame going after a younger guy because you got a bigger paycheck? So embarrassing.
You know what, Brenda? If we're being totally honest here, he was actually the one who pounced on me. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but he was the one who made the first move.
Whatever. You're totally making that up. You're so delusional.
Nope, I'm not making it up, but hey, gotta jump on a client call now. Gotta pay those bills, Later, Gator.
You can't just leave me hanging like this. This conversation is not over. Okay, Naomi, it's been long enough. 1 whole month and you still haven't divorced Ethan? Seriously, what is your problem? Don't you understand what I've been telling you? You are so not the right person for him. I've been thinking about it nonstop and I'm going to find him someone amazing. Someone who actually appreciates him the way he deserves. You clearly don't. So just get the divorce papers ready. It's for his own good, The sooner you accept this, the better it will be for everyone involved, especially Ethan.
Well, hello again, Brenda. It's been a whole month of blissful silence. I almost thought you'd finally taken a hint. Maybe started a new hobby, perhaps interpretive dance, but nope. Here we are, right back where we started. And you're still on this whole Ethan deserves better crusade? It's really quite something, your unwavering belief in your own matchmaking abilities. Almost makes me forget the constant stream of insults. Almost.
Don't be sarcastic with me. This is serious. My brother's happiness is at stake here, and you're clearly not making him happy. Can't you see that? He deserves so much more than you're giving him. He deserves someone who actually appreciates him, who puts him first, not someone who's probably just using him like you.
Using him? How exactly am I using him, Brenda? By, being his wife, sharing our life, our home, paying half the bills, and then some, if we're being honest. That's usually how marriage works.
You know exactly what I mean. You're just fundamentally not the right fit. You never were, and deep down, you know it's true. I knew it from the second I met you. Honestly, I just don't like you. You waltzed in and stole my baby brother away from his family. It's not right, and I will never accept it.
Stole? He's a grown man, Brenda. He made his own choices with his own free will. And last I checked, he seemed pretty happy with his stolen life. We're doing just fine.
Ugh, you're so infuriating. You always have some kind of annoying smart remark to everything I say. It's exhausting.
Sorry, Brenda, just trying to have a conversation, though it mostly feels like I'm on the receiving end of your pronouncements. Look, I actually have to get back to work. Deadlines are looming, and unlike some people who have all day to harass their sister-in-law, I have to earn a living to, support my lesser husband.
Oh, so now you're implying I don't work? That's rich, coming from the person who's clearly not prioritizing her own husband's well-being. You should be focusing on him and not your precious career. That's not what I meant at all. I just have to focus on my job right now. It pays for things, like our mortgage. Whatever. Just know this, Naomi. I'm not giving up on this. I will make sure you two get divorced. You just wait and see. I always get what I want.
Hey, babe, just got off the train. You okay? My sister been at it again.
Hey, honey. Yeah, you know Brenda. Full steam ahead as usual. But I'm all right. Just rolling my eyes over here.
Seriously, I'm so sorry you have to deal with her. She can be a lot. I just don't get why she can't just accept us.
It's okay, sweetie. I know it's not your fault. She's got her own unique perspective on things.
Still, it's not fair to you. She's constantly saying awful stuff. It's gotta be getting to you even if you don't show it.
Honestly, it's more annoying than anything. Like a persistent mosquito. You just want to swat it away.
Yeah, well, she's definitely a persistent something. She actually tried to call me earlier, but I was in a meeting and missed it. Probably the same old song and dance.
Probably. Don't worry about it too much. I can handle her texts.
I know you're strong, but it still bugs me, especially because I have this feeling she's not gonna let this go, like she's actually planning something.
You think so? What could she possibly do? Hire a skywriter to tell me to leave you?
Maybe. With Brenda, you never know. I don't trust her when she gets like this.
Well, just know that I trust you, and us. Her opinions really don't change anything between us.
That means a lot, Naomi. Seriously, because I need you to know, no matter what crazy things Brenda tries to pull, I am with you, 100%. There's no way I'm ever divorcing you, ever.
I know, honey, and I feel the exact same way. It's you and me against the world, and your sister.
Exactly. I'm gonna have a serious talk with her this weekend. I've been putting it off, but it's time she understands she needs to back off.
I'd appreciate that, Ethan, but don't let her stress you out too much, okay?
I won't. Coming home to you always makes everything better. So what smells so amazing?
Your favorite, pork and pineapple stir-fry.
Yes, you're the best. I'm practically running from the station. See you soon.
Drive safe, or, train safe. Can't wait to see you.
Naomi, listen up. Guess what? It's finally happening, and you're not going to like it one bit. I'm going to make you divorce my brother, Ethan. Consider this your official eviction notice from his life. Get ready to be dumped for someone way better.
Oh, hey, Brenda. It was a nice 3 whole months of peace. Too bad that's over. What brilliant, undoubtedly self-serving plan have you cooked up now? Do tell. I'm intrigued. Almost, anyway.
Plan? Please. It's just the natural order of things finally kicking in. Ethan's finally wised up and realized he deserves so much more than you. He's got a new girlfriend and she's actually perfect for him. Duh. Her name's Rachel. Try to remember it because you'll be hearing a lot about her.
Rachel, huh? And you're relaying this fascinating development to me? His wife? Wow, you are so incredibly thoughtful. Not at all trying to stir the pot or anything.
She's perfect, Naomi. Young, hot, and exactly the kind of girl Ethan should be with. The kind our family actually likes and approves of. Unlike you, who never really fit in. Let's be honest.
Our family? Right. Last I checked, Ethan and I were building our own family. And last I knew, he seemed pretty happy with it. But go on. Tell me more about this flawless Rachel. What makes her so superior?
She's everything you're not. She actually appreciates him and all his amazing qualities. And get this, she's his age. It's not rocket science why they're perfect together. You're just old news.
Wow, Brenda, you've really thought this through. This whirlwind perfect romance. How long has this earth-shattering connection been blossoming? I'm dying to know all the details.
Like 3 whole months, and in that short time, they've already got this amazing bond. They're totally in love, Naomi. It's like meant to be. Finally, Ethan's going to be happy. So just do everyone a massive favor and dump him, Naomi, for his own good, obviously. He deserves to be with Rachel, not some you. It's the least you can do after, trapping him. Dump him? He hasn't mentioned any of this to me. Shouldn't he be the one telling me if he's supposedly in love with someone else? This is all coming from you. Oh, he will, once he fully realizes how much better Rachel is for him. She's opened his eyes to what he's been missing all this time. You were just a placeholder. Okay, this is a lot to process. Ethan's apparently head over heels for someone else after 3 months, and I'm hearing it from his incredibly biased sister. Cool story, Brenda. Oh, come on, Naomi. Be realistic for once. Rachel's so amazing and hot and fun. Any guy would fall for her instantly. Ethan's finally seeing what he's been missing, and it's not you. Right, because Ethan has absolutely no mind of his own and just falls for whoever you deem perfect. Got it. Your faith in his autonomy is truly inspiring. She's perfect for him, Naomi. You should be happy for him that he's finally found someone decent. Just hurry up and get out of the way so they can be happy. It's not that hard to understand. Happy for him? I'm trying to figure out if my husband is, according to his sister, having a full-blown love affair that I know nothing about. Give me a frickin' minute. Don't take forever. Ethan and Rachel's happiness is hanging in the balance, and it's all your fault for standing in the way. The sooner you accept the inevitable, the smoother this will be for everyone, especially for Ethan and Rachel's perfect future. I get the urgency. I need a moment to, process this bizarre information. I'll text you when my brain doesn't feel like scrambled eggs. Well, Naomi, are you finally going to do the right thing and start the divorce? Ethan deserves so much better, and frankly, this is dragging on way longer than it should have. Brenda, yes, I've been thinking a lot. And you know what? I am actually feeling quite settled about it all. Settled? What's that supposed to mean? You're finally going to listen to me and see reason? It means I have a much clearer picture of things now, Brenda. A picture you unwittingly helped me paint with all your enthusiastic interference. The irony is quite delicious, actually. What are you talking about? Just say you're going to divorce him. Ethan's happiness is what matters here. Not quite there yet. You see, I had a very interesting conversation with Ethan this morning. He mentioned your rather intense interest in him getting to know Rachel. He found it a little strange, considering he hadn't even met her. He's just confused. She's perfect for him. You're just trying to poison his mind against her. Funny you should say that, because it turns out Rachel and I know each other quite well. We're both in the same line of work, illustrating. Small world, wouldn't you say? We've even shared industry gossip. What? You know her? That's a coincidence. It doesn't mean anything. You're grasping at straws. Oh, but it means quite a bit. It means I know a few things about Rachel. Things you might not expect me to know. For instance, I am intimately aware of who her brother is. Her brother? What does that possibly have to do with anything? You're deflecting. Everything, Brenda, because her brother happens to be someone you know quite well. Very well, in fact. You two seemed rather friendly at that company party a while back. That was just talking. It didn't mean anything. You're imagining things. Talking that led to more than just talking, wouldn't you say, with Rachel's brother? It's fascinating how these little connections intertwine, isn't it? Almost like a poorly written soap opera. Shut up! You're trying to twist things to make me look bad. Twist what, Brenda? The fact that you were so determined to set up your brother with your paramour's sister? It's a bold strategy. Let's see how that plays out for you in the long run. This is insane. You are making things up to try and save your failing marriage. Am I? Ask Rachel. I'm sure she'd have some very interesting insights into your motivations and your persuasive techniques. She's been surprisingly open with me about your little chats. She wouldn't. You're lying. She would never betray me. Oh, but she did, Brenda. And you know what else? Ethan and I moved. Not just us. Your parents moved too. We're all safe and sound in a place where we can finally have some peace. You moved? Why? What about Ethan? You can't just run away from your problems. We needed a change of scenery, away from certain persistent and rather misguided individuals. And no, you won't be getting our new address, so don't bother asking. No, you can't do this to me. I was planning on going back to Mom and Dad's after my divorce. You're ruining my life. You are so selfish. Oh, right. About that divorce. The irony just keeps piling up, doesn't it? Turns out Ethan mentioned he got a call from your husband. Seems he stumbled upon a close friendship with Rachel's brother, and he wasn't exactly thrilled. No, no way. He wouldn't believe your lies. You're trying to turn everyone against me. He didn't hear it from me, Brenda. He found out on his own. Apparently, he's working on putting together some divorce papers as we speak. No, this can't be happening. You're a monster. You're trying to destroy me. Monster? Brenda, look in the mirror. As for ruining you, you seem perfectly capable of handling that yourself. As for where you'll go, you know that charming little apartment you used to rent? I heard the landlord is looking for a reliable tenant. Full circle, wouldn't you say? Enjoy the memories. This is the worst. It wasn't supposed to happen this way. My plan is ruined. One last thing, Brenda. Rachel and I were friends. Good friends, actually. She told me everything. Your grand, convoluted plan, your not-so-secret affair, everything. So maybe next time you decide to play puppet master with someone's marriage, make sure everyone isn't comparing notes and having a good laugh at your expense. It makes the ending so much more satisfying to witness from my nice, quiet new location. After the dust settled, Brenda did exactly as predicted. She went back to her husband's apartment to beg for forgiveness. It didn't work. Her ex-husband sued her, and the divorce proceedings were particularly harsh. The judge, fully aware of her adultery and the significant disruption it caused to their marriage, made sure she felt the financial consequences. That involved severely limiting her alimony and granting him a larger share of their assets. On top of the legal and financial fallout, the details of her affair became public knowledge through mutual acquaintances and social media. This led to a significant amount of social awkwardness and a noticeable chill in her professional circles. Opportunities dried up, and people she once considered friends kept their distance. Unsurprisingly, the relationship with her affair partner, built on shaky ground, didn't last long either. To navigate the mounting debts and her increasingly damaged reputation, Brenda eventually had to take on live-in work from far outside our social circle. Months later, Brenda messaged me with a brief, self-pitying attempt at an apology. I read the words, a hollow echo of the turmoil she had tried to inflict on our lives, and then I simply blocked the number. Ethan and I didn't feel like dealing with her anymore. We had built our peace, and we weren't about to let any lingering negativity disrupt it.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.